Coming up next, it's Cartoon Buffoon on Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Skåferium sizi izierfņotņā. Romnišau, kanērīs, kisnu, unīstieirus, nīstņan, īnaus, neves nīstrūfņan, rūf, nīstvifirus, vjāf, nīstrūt, njān, īnaus, nīstī, nav īnaus, nīstvifjāf, īnaus, neves nīstrūf, njān, īnaus, nīstņan, nav īrus, īnaus, nav īnaus, nīstvifjāf, īnaus, vjāf, nīstienau, vjāf, īnaus, īrus, īnaus, himthūnaus, vasnikvis, rfjaskes, īnaus, īznau, nēm,
for new schmoo, but that is so another issue. Courage the Cowardly Dog, coming this fall to Cartoon Network.
There's something very spooky going on in Cartoon Friday. All night long, there'll be sneak peeks of two new cartoon series. Mike, Lou, and Og, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. So tune in to Cartoon Friday. Friday starting at 7:30 for your first peek at these new cartoons, you sneaker.
Oh, sure. It's easy to be brave when your enemy comes from a linen closet. But what happens when they come a little weirder?
Courage the Cowardly Dog, premiering November 12th at 9 in Cartoon Friday.
Shake courage. Obviously, some dogs need a lot more courage than others.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, premiering November 12th at 9 in Cartoon Friday.
Shake courage. Shake.
Okay, I've been asked to read my own promos, so here goes. It's been called the TV event of the millennium. If you only have one show to watch, make it Courage the Cowardly Dog, premiering tonight at 9 on Cartoon Friday.
And now, the premiere of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Cartoon Friday!
Your attention, please. For the first time ever on network television, the following cartoon will be presented in Screamo-Vision. A byproduct of Holland's vast tulip industry, Screamo-Vision heightens your viewing experience by prompting you when to scream. Let's try it now.
Scream.
Good. And now we proudly present the following cartoon in Screamo-Vision.
Halloween.
Hey, I'm Justin.
Or Nightmare Night if you consider yourself
Pussy!
Tut. We wouldn't want to alienate our fans on minute numero uno now, would we?
No, I suppose not. But enough of this cliche crap. Let's try to give this intro a bit more sophistication.
Like how?
Like this. Good evening, and thank you for gracing me with your presence. I hope you can all excuse me over my trifling excitement when presenting you with this fine show. Although the events that may occur in this program are primarily going to be unrehearsed and chaotic, I will do my hardest to keep things proper and provide you with a horror show to remember for years to come. Tonight's show will feature an ordinary dog living in a, well, not so ordinary town, riddled with mysteries and unspeakable horrors lurking around every corner. Join us as we delve into a world where nightmares become reality and bravery is but a fleeting illusion. This is
Sorry.
Must you spoil this for me every time, Broham? I can't have the ideal spooky episode done exactly as I want it to be if you keep lousing it up! Well, I guess if I can't wow you with these cheapo theatrics, we might as well start the mini-show, shall we?
Think fast!
Bah! Well, here we go again with the show tributes. As cliche as it sounds, 1999 is significant for being an impactful year when it comes to the field of animation. A handful of long-standing and memorable projects have debuted that year before the new millennium came in and redefined the way we see cartoons, pop culture, and society at large. Plenty of shows becoming mainstays for our boob tubes and our collective zeitgeist to this very day. But there happens to be one kind of show that I wish to highlight. A show that was different among the rest and remains infamous for what it's done during its run, that it can never truly replicate. Yes, I'm referring to Mission Hill, bitches!
Oops, I'm sorry. I said ass. Please tattle on me. Please, give me a preachy speech. Won't you show me the way, Reverend Goody McFreaking Gumdrop?
Nah, I'm just choking your chain. Sorta. I'm actually talking about Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Mom, he said crap.
Where do I begin to describe a cartoon that was so prevalent and memorable for us viewers, but never truly heralded for its contributions unlike its peers that came out around the same time? Well, with its unsung hero for a creator, John R. Dilworth, of course, or Spaceman Dilly if you're cultured enough to see his backlog.
Thank you for coming to my animation show. Do you like animation like I like animation? Then let's go! Ooh. What the fuck?
To me, he always felt like an underdog in the industry, especially when you consider all the projects he's either created or put his input towards. Although most of them never came to fruition beyond its initial shore, a problem that persists to this very day, with most of his works often being reserved for art festivals and the like, you can see that this man is still filled to the brim with unbridled talent. And just like any starving artist with his own vision, his master craftsmanship can often be seen through his earlier works. Shame on you. The origins of a cartoonist can't be traced back to the product preceding the program. We have to go further back than that. Back to the other pilot showcase that did just as much as an impact to the industry as What a Cartoon.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
Jump, jump, jump.
Liquid television might not be the first thing that springs to mind when it comes to groundbreaking shows that kick-started the careers of animation's best and brightest, but its impact shouldn't be underestimated. Yes, although this is the show that put Aeon Flux and Beavis and Butthead on the map, this is also the kickstart Mr. Dilworth needed to put his foot in the door that eventually led to Courage's creation. The blueprints, as shown through Smart Talk with Raisin, are all there. An abandoned pup with more potential than what he's being pressured to, the kind girl who would be more than happy to validate their efforts despite him being just a dog, and a curmudgeon who constantly berates him for his sick pleasure, alongside unusual situations that seem through his inspirations. Don't they ring a few bells? Too bad that it didn't get greenlit. But hey, let's look on the brighter side. There's this new network that he can make supplementary material for out of his distinct art style. If you and that Antonucci fellow can create some bumpers alongside what you can do for that other company, we might consider putting your idea out there and see where it takes you. Just as long as it isn't the Dirty Birdie. S&P aren't going to touch that shit if this is what's in it. We're not a kids network, contrary to popular belief, but we're not as edgy as MTV either.
Fuck America.
Okay, now we can talk about What a Cartoon. Yep, the bona fide, self-proclaimed odyssey of inventive Cartoon Network product, often seen as the risk-taker that gave way to some of animation's greatest minds and some of the most iconic cartoons of the past 25-ish years. It might be seen as the show where Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, Powerpuff Girls, and by extension, Family Guy got its start, but it's also the place where this heroic pink pooch made his debut. There's a saying that constantly gets overlooked nowadays. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. If one thing looks like that other thing, it is already considered a ripoff without actually examining any visual differences the inspired work might have sparked from its originator. And although I can't really say if the short was popular or not to warrant a series greenlight, the recognition this short got against what could be seen as its source inspiration would be enough to push CN into producing the show as part of their acclaimed Cartoon Fridays block. Not bad for a Wrong Trousers clone. But how did it fare overall? Why do you care about this show personally? What the fuck scared you as a kid, if not this show? Why don't we find out after the break? End scene.
Big out! old stack of howdy. I'm Fuzzy Lumpkin, and when I'm not stirring up trouble, I'm watching Cartoon Fridays. Stay tuned. Hey, doggy, you're violating my personal space!
What a cute little bunny! What? Here, you can play with my friend Angel while I get you a nice big carrot.
Hey there, Night Sky here. Alright, now it's Cartoon Buffoon. Then it's, well, what do you know? Another one. This is Cartoon Network.
Is this really the thing I used to be afraid of back then? Sea monkeys with abysmal animation?
Yep.
Sea monkeys of all things.
And the flaming death animation from Pac-Man World 2.
Well, that one makes sense. I think you flip out if you seen and felt your entire body on fire. Besides, that's not a fear anymore. That's my secret turn-on nobody knows about. Why didn't you tell me that we're... Sorry that you have to see that, my fellow Tunatics. I sort of lost track of time, thanks to some reckless individuals.
Sorry.
Again. Story of my life. Well, now it's time to explain how I feel about this horror-based cartoon, and if you thought that things such as King Ramses, or Freaky Fred, or the Spirit of Harvest Moon, or the Tree of Nowhere, or what have you, would scare the pants off me, that couldn't be further from the truth, and that's considering the fact that I don't even wear pants. Hold up, da-da-da-da-da-da. Let me just throw in a quick little rant here. You know what really grinds my gears? Whenever somebody tells me that a scene from a nostalgic cartoon really frightens them as a kid, and that very scene still startles them as an adult. Look, I'm not going to judge people on what scares them, nor am I going to mock and bully them if the memories of these scenes send them back to darker times, but to those who haven't seen these clips in over 10 years, give it a rest. Face your fears and watch them again and realize there's nothing to be afraid of. Yesterday's trauma might become tomorrow's funny story to look back to, and if it doesn't work out, hey, at least you tried and I'm proud of you for it. Besides, there are other creepy and evil things out there that have done more harm than good that should be highlighted than the motherfucking SpongeBob end credits. Alright, that's enough negativity for one lifetime. Back to the wholesome stuff.
Let's all point and laugh at his humiliation.
If I had to pinpoint on what made me love this show as I got older compared to the majority of horror-esque competition, it would have to be how emotionally mature and profound Courage was. Scooby-Doo felt repetitive and boring no matter how many times they revived it from the Hanna-Barbera graveyard.
Just let him die already. It's like giving CPR to a dead body.
Gravity Falls would have freakish anomalies coexist with humans that appear just as wacky as the creatures it inhabits. Billy and Mandy is the epitome of spoop, and Flapjack further escalated that. All Real Monsters felt dull yet grimy, a show that felt like it wasn't all there in the scary department. Invader Zim wasn't spooky at all, it was just Ren and Stimpy for the Hot Topic crowd. Hey, can't complain. Ruby Gloom never aired in the US. What else is there? Danny Phantom, just a superhero show with ghosts. Casper, lame. Growing Up Creepy? Edgar and Ellen? Tuttenstein? Are we really sinking down the bottom of the barrel here? Monster High? The fuck do you think I am? Rebel Taxi? Goosebumps? Are you afraid of the dark? Those aren't even cartoons. I'd rather be like R.L. Stein the Haunting Hour and not think about it. Find some other Svengoolie type YouTuber. I ain't it. But yeah, I'm in too deep with this rabbit hole. But Courage leans in on scaring people with its surprisingly deep storytelling than through its atmosphere or themes. Courage the Cowardly Dog deals with themes that include, but aren't limited to, anger management, handling loved ones in your life who probably won't respect you and how one might take it, depression and feeling unloved, finding a sense of belonging, finding your calling in life, existentialism, implied death, perfection and the hopelessness in pleasing anyone with such high standards despite your flaws, abuse from someone you love and the stigma that might come from one bad apple, envy and the extremes one would take to feed the beast, stubbornness even when the problem is staring at you straight in the face, dodging responsibility. I can go on, but even if there are people out there who refuse to admit it, you cannot deny that there isn't someone in our lives that might be suffering from any of these issues, and yet somehow this show still has a way to show it and spin these scary things into a positive. Eustace can often be seen as our comedic relief punching bag jerk-ass character, but hardly anyone is going to bring up that he's our stand-in for the cynical individual in all of us. It's just exaggerated to the extreme because cartoons tend to do that. Muriel is our moral core, the sweet soul who would accept anyone at the door and give them a chance before they boot you out for failing tryouts and being a good friend, and will sympathize with you whenever something bad happens. After all, if she can accept a crotchety old fuddy-duddy like Eustace, she can accept pretty much anyone. Within reason, of course. Last but not least, we have Courage in his meticulous ways in handling any dangers that come his way. Always skeptical, always determined to fight off the villain of the week without using violence that can't be seen beyond your average Warner Brothers or Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Courage is a distinct interpretation of the Rin Tin Tin, Lassie, Scooby-Doo archetype that can't be seen elsewhere. I guess what I'm trying to say is that Courage is a very therapeutic show, and unlike most shows that most people will point as a worthy contender for that category, it doesn't sugarcoat the message, and it often stays true with what it's trying to accomplish. And much like Dilly's New York-inspired filmmaking roots, the atmosphere feels super specific and pure in a way that resonates deeply with the viewer. A feat that's relatively uncommon now and might even rival other striking cartoons of its time like Hey Arnold when it comes to accepting dysfunction, despite the obvious factoid that the show takes place in Kansas. On top of that, the show could be very resourceful with its pre-existing assets, much like Powerpuff Girls. It might feel like a burden to marathon this show and hear some of the same sound bites repeatedly, and doubly so when you know where these lines came from.
Oh! Hey, I better stop that. I can begin to like it.
Hey, I better cut this out. I may get to like it.
Let's have a fair fight. No low blows.
Okay. Any other rules?
Yeah. For one thing, none of this.
Ouch.
And none of this.
Ooh.
And none of this.
Ouch.
Got it?
I think so. You mean none of this?
Ouch!
And we can't do this?
Hey!
And we certainly won't do this.
No!
Is that it?
Yeah, you got it.
No rough stuff. None of this. Or this. Or this. Or like so. Or this. Or this. Or this. You understand?
Yeah, you mean none of this? Or this? Or like so? Or this? Or this? Or this? Huh?
I'm not the one to complain, Mr. Wefferly, but I thought you said no rough stuff. None of this, or this, or this, or like so, or this, or this, or this.
Oh, there's something wrong here. Or my name is Jose Santos de Guatemala. And it's not.
You know, there's something awfully screwy about this fight, or my name isn't Larimore. And it isn't.
Huh?
Hi, I'm Muriel. I'm only 3.5 years old. Who are you?
What's the matter, Bunny Rabbit? Speak to me. Why don't you say something?
I'm only 3.5 years old.
I like him. He's silly.
I still find the structure of the Foley work and music cues behind these episodes is charming, and find a sense of familiarity in them, because much like Dilly's inspirations, he wanted Courage to feel like a classic TV cartoon, the ones he grew up with and had a deep attachment with. It's almost as if the intro was symbolic of our feelings of the show, and even though we didn't know about it while it was still running, one thing's for certain, after 25 years of endurance, I think it's safe to say that this dog has impacted us all, one way or another. It has been stated by Dilworth himself that Remembrance of Courage's past and Perfect were never meant to be the series finale. There were supposed to be a 5th season planned with an origin episode on how Muriel met Eustace already on the table, but Cartoon Network refused to produce any new episodes, and since then we had a few inklings of a potential revival. A 3D short that could potentially lead to a 3D revival, a prequel pitch, a crossover with Scooby-Doo that isn't reflective of the show's overall message in any way, and is only there to reap profits and feed into our nostalgia. But a part of me feels that the show ended right. We might have lost the legend, and despite their efforts in reviving the artwork, suddenly bringing them back won't feel the same. So it's better to end it off strong, dare I say perfectly, than deal with the fears of being underwhelmed in the future. Even if the show has its flaws, what show doesn't, it'll still be better than overdoing it and breaking the magic. And looking back at it, and the fondness millions of people had for the show, I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for being there with us, stupid dog. I hope that touching our hearts will leave you with a happy home. And until next time, this is Checkers and... The cameos will be on shortly. But first, here's something we hope you really like.
Scream.
Hi there.
You want a cookie?
Good dog, Courage.
Ooga booga booga! Okay, I'll bite. What did I do?
Checky, what were you thinking? I mean, really? Just because you're so tiny, you think I'm not gonna swat you? In fact, that gives me more of a reason to swat you like a little fly.
I'd much rather be better off dead.
How dare you scare me and my adorable pink doggy? You need to understand, Checky. I can still sit on you if need be to keep you in place. That's right, Checky. So you better behave, especially around my sweet little animal friends. Understood?
Okay, duly noted.
Thank you, Checky.
Scream.
The fuck kind of episode title is this?
All right, Dexter, I'm gonna take over your laboratory. Me, Mandark, the greatest genius in the history of science. The beautiful Dee Dee. Oh, I love you, Dee Dee. Won't you be my bride, Dee Dee? I'm gonna get you, Dexter. I'm gonna take over your laboratory if it's the last thing I do. Ha 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 ha. Is that all? Yes. Ha 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 ha. Thank you, Dark Forces. Oh, thank you. Message noted. Motivation. Assimilation.
That's it? Perhaps I should have strategized this with a bit more clarity. But to play devil's advocate for a sec, if you have an episode titled The Cock That Took My Socks, it wouldn't be all that unusual to see some things slip through the cracks. Hopefully this will only be a rarity. Might be killing myself when it comes to the guest jokes, but I do hope the other guests do not choke.
I am a girl!
Anyways, let's roll out the next one before we start to upset the production team, eh?
Happy Halloween, you nutty kids!
Scream.
Hope you're doing great with the babes. And if you're women, I'm sure you're both two lovely women.
Oh, hi, Checkers. I'm here with Big Macintosh and Smarty Pants, and we're playing, in fact, chess, as you can see. Winner is going to play checkers.
Winner's going to play checkers?
No, checkers.
You mean the game checkers?
No, I mean checkers. Checkers the Pegasus.
Oh, hello, Checkers. I can't wait to play you because Smarty Pants is going to make mistakes, as usual.
I don't ever make mistakes. I'm a perfect chess player. I love chess.
You love chess, but you're just not that good. I can't wait to play checkers with Checkers.
No, not checkers with checkers. You're going to play chess with checkers.
Chess with checkers? I don't understand how that makes any sense.
Take your dang turn, Big Mac.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
This will be a second. You run out of timing. I'm the time clock. You're counting down.
Alright, hold your horses. Hold your horses, you get it?
Yeah, I get it, Big Man.
Alright, I'm gonna move my queen here. Just forward one step.
Alright, and now Smarty Pants is gonna take a long time because Smarty Pants is very little smart. So, Checkers, thank you so much. I hope you've had this wonderful moment of brotherly coexistence with Big Macintosh.
I hope so too. I'm wearing my princess crown just for you.
Oh gosh, I don't look. Oh no, this is the wrong side. I'm gonna move that too, and then castle. There we go, castle!
Scream.
This is a weird episode, isn't it? Poor guy's so silent and friendless that he's conversing with plush toys. Then again, why am I not surprised? This is Nightmare Night, after all. There's always going to be something strange, and it won't look good. But who are you gonna call? Those bastards! I'll give you that, Steel Broham, but I was kinda using that punchline for a transition, and now you've
Ghostbusters!
botched the whole thing up!
Sorry. I was only trying to help. It's not like I ever get included in anything beyond your shows. I like to feel like I belong here too. Plus, I apologized like 3 times already. Doesn't that amount to something? It's starting to feel pretty repetitive when I'm only here to screw things up. So much for having other guests on board if you're going to write them as one-note gags to use as an excuse for your inability to pay tribute to them and their contributions.
We'll talk about it after the show, okay? Let's just reveal the coup de grace of our show with our real guest of honor.
Yippee! I wonder who it's gonna be.
Laying it on a little thick with the overall enthusiasm.
Sorry.
Scream.
It's it covered hormone craze teen.
Hey, hello, cats. Listen, I have a great idea how we can get rid of that stupid little doggy once and for all. Listen very carefully. My idea is that I dress up as an Amazon delivery driver, and I will put you in a big box. We will drive to the house, go to the front door, I will ring the bell. When they come out, that stupid little doggy hopefully, first, you jump out of the box with a flamethrower, and you touch everyone, including the house. He will be gone forever. What do you think? I think that's rather gauche, and actually I have 2 problems with that. The first one, my first problem, is the fact that I don't think that your impersonation skills are up to par, not very good, that is to say. If I remember correctly, the first time you went to the house, you went as an amnesia specialist, and all I can say is, how did that go? Not very well, if I recall. Secondly, did it occur to you that if you jump out of a box with a flamethrower and torch everything, you might not only torch the entire house, but us as well? Not a very good idea, don't you think? But I suppose you being a rather silly, aggressive, type A French duck, it's to be expected. Well, what would you do, you stupid cat? Now, don't be rude, old boy. That's just not very nice. Well, you were rude to me. No, well, actually, in my case, I was actually stating a fact. Well, here's my idea. First of all, I think I'm going to go on my own. I don't need your help, thank you very much. So when I get... No, you are not going by yourself. I am going with you. You are not going to take all the glory. Well, unfortunately, I'm much faster than you are, because I'm a cat and you're a duck. You wouldn't be able to catch me. Nevertheless, I would try to catch you. But unfortunately, you can't, because I'm going to leave right now, and there's nothing you could do. Cheerio, bye-bye.
All the things I do for love. Happy and calm. Number 1, a beautiful peanut butter sandwich.
white bread with no also nutritious sensibility in it, just peanut butter and white bread. And also, I like to lay down in a beautiful meadow of heavy grass underneath me. Lay down, look up at the sky, feeling the sun beating down on me, and really being happy to be alive. Also, what makes me a little crazy, I don't like rats. I don't like dark corners in the city. There are many things I don't like. Muriel, I'll save you.
Scream. Chickens. That is all.
Okay, Daddy Checkers is all tuckered out now. So all I'm going to say is this. Happy 25th to Mike Luanog. We hardly knew ye because we hardly cared about ye. Also, in case you're wondering what does courage have in correlation with Mission Hill, it's Stogie. It's definitely Stogie. On a final note, please stay tuned and watch the credits. There's one more message that I'd like to show, but I won't show it until the very end. We must pay our respect to everyone involved. Don't leave the virtual theater yet, but we're almost done. All right, that's the show. See you next time.
There's something wrong here. I gotta get help. What do I do? What do I do? What you do? Things I do for love.
Courage the Cowardly Dog on Cartoon Fridays.
Stupid dog!
What was that? What? Felt like we hit something. What? Yo, man, I think we should check it out. Yo. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Maybe you got rabies.
Nah, that's just how he gets.
You look kinda scared.
He's a cowardly dog.
Does he have a collar?
Shouldn't have stopped, man.
You know how to growl, don't you? You just open your mouth and...
Courage the Cowardly Dog, weeknights at 8 on Cartoon Network.
This just in, Cartoon Network presents Scare-a-thon Sweepstakes with a grand prize trip to paranormal Roswell, New Mexico. We interrupt this program to inform you of a UFO spotted in the area. All old people, hippies, and scaredy dogs have been advised to stay indoors.
They're here.
Oh, like, did you hear that, Scoop? Aliens! Aliens! Game over, Scoop! Game over! One lucky winner in the Scare-a-thon Sweepstakes will win a trip to mysterious Roswell, New Mexico, and possibly make contact with alien life form. For a chance to win, go to CartoonNetwork.com or enter by sending a 3x5 piece of paper with your name, age, address, and phone number to Scare-a-thon Sweepstakes, P.O. Box 771-399, St. Louis, Missouri 631772399. 100 first prize winners will each receive one Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders video and a Cheetos snack pack brought to you by Cheetos and Cartoon Network.
Sumiço, versão brasileira Miniskin. Tem algo de muito estranho no mundo do Cartoon Network. Nossos personagens estão sumindo misteriosamente. Por quê? Como? Onde vão parar? Um desafio até mesmo para as meninas superpoderosas.
Será um macaco
Miniskin, agora com seus personagens favoritos do Cartoon Network. Divertido até a última gota.
Hello, you may wonder what I, a man of science, and this monkey are here for. We would like to invite you to watch Cartoon Fridays on Cartoon Network. All your favorite cartoons are here, including new episodes of my show, Dexter's Laboratory.
And it is hosted by a cartoon like me. Top that man of science who was actually a boy.
I once appeared naked.
Amateur.
Cartoon Fridays. Fridays at 8, only on Cartoon Network.
What are you gonna do?
Told you. We're gonna hang out. Gonna watch a movie. Gonna take some pictures. And then I'll pay you.
Well, what are you gonna do to me? The things I do for love.
Hello, Checkers and D-Money, or D-Money. I didn't check how I was supposed to pronounce that name. Sorry if I did it wrong. Oh, the things I do for love. Marty Grabstein, the voice of Courage the Cowardly Dog here. Trying to answer a few of your questions. Number one, what made me happy and calm? Number one, a beautiful peanut butter sandwich on white bread with no possible nutritious sensibility in it at all. Just a peanut butter on white bread. And also, I like to lay down in a beautiful meadow with a heavy grass underneath me, and laying down, looking up at the sky, feeling the sun beating down on me, and really being happy to be alive. Also, what makes me a little crazy, I don't like rats. I don't like dark corners in the city. There are many things I don't like, but I'm very happy to be alive, to be with you people. Actually, my name is Marty Grabstein. I play Courage, but I gave you some of the things that make me tick personally. Hopefully that was good for you people. Oh, Muriel, I'll save you. 1, 2, 3. See, you wanted that? You got it. I don't scream that many times on these cameos, so I happen to be, driven to give you the scream you requested, my friends. God bless you. Thanks for being a big fan of the shows, and hope to see you sometime soon at a convention near you. All the things I do for love. Take care, my friends.
Oh, hi, Checkers. It's Peter New. I'm here with Big Macintosh and Smarty Pants, and we're playing, in fact, chess, as you can see. Winner is going to play checkers.
Winner's going to play checkers?
Yeah, checkers.
You mean the game checkers?
No, I mean checkers. Checkers the Pegasus.
Oh, hello, Checkers. I can't wait to play you because Smarty Pants is going to make mistakes, as usual.
Hey, you never make mistakes!
chess, but you're just not that good. I can't wait to play checkers with checkers.
No, not checkers with checkers. You're gonna play chess with checkers.
Chess with checkers? I don't understand how that makes any sense.
Take your dang turn, Big Mac.
All right, let's see what we got here.
This will be the second. You're gonna run out of timing. I'm the time clock. You're counting down.
All right. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. You get it?
Yeah, I get it, Big Mac.
All right, I'm gonna move my queen here. Just forward one step. Oh boy, I wasn't planning on going that far. All right, and now Smarty Pants is gonna take a long time because Smarty Pants is a very little smart. So, Checkers, thank you so much. I hope you've had this wonderful moment of brotherly coexistence with Big Macintosh. I hope so too. I'm wearing my princess crown just for you.
Oh gosh, I don't. I'm gonna get. Oh no, this is the wrong side. I'm gonna move that too, and then castle. There we go, castled.
Hey, hello, cats. Listen, I have a great idea how we can get rid of that stupid little doggy once and for all. Listen very carefully. My idea is that I dress up as an Amazon delivery driver, and I will put you in a big box. We will drive to the house, go to the front door, I will ring the bell. When they come out, that stupid little doggy hopefully, first, you jump out of the box with a flamethrower, and you touch everyone, including the house. He will be gone forever. What do you think?
I think that's rather gauche, and actually I have two problems with that. The first one, my first problem, is the fact that I don't think that your impersonation skills are up to par, not very good, that is to say. If I remember correctly, the first time you went to the house, you went as an amnesia specialist, and all I can say is, how did that go? Not very well, if I recall. Secondly, did it occur to you that if you jump out of a box with a flamethrower and torch everything, you might not only torch the entire house, but us as well? Not a very good idea, don't you think? But I suppose you being a rather silly, aggressive, type A French duck, it's to be expected.
Well, what would you do, you stupid cat?
Now, don't be rude, old boy. That's just not very nice.
Well, you were rude to me.
No, well, actually, in my case, I was actually stating a fact. Well, here's my idea. First of all, I think I'm going to go on my own. I don't need your help, thank you very much. So when I get...
Oh, no, you are not going by yourself. I am going with you. You are not going to take all the glory.
Well, unfortunately, I'm much faster than you are, because I'm a cat and you're a duck. You wouldn't be able to catch me.
Nevertheless, I would try to catch you.
But unfortunately, you can't, because I'm going to leave right now, and there's nothing you could do. Cheerio, bye-bye. Checkers and Demony! Thank you so much for that. I hope that was okay. I love these two characters, and I love doing that. God, I feel like I was back in the booth recording again. Thank you for asking me to do this. I really appreciate it, and I can't believe it's been 25 years since we did this. I did a big podcast with a bunch of us, and we were sitting there scratching our heads how it could be that long. And it's still out there. And I hope we'd had a chance to come back and do it again, because it seems to have a popularity that endures. In any case, thank you very much for asking me to do it.
And I wish you both the very best, and as we say in France, bon chance.
And as far as I can say, in a much more cultured way, because, I'm from England, have a lovely day and take care of yourselves, all right? I hope this is okay, and I hope to hear from you again soon. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Hello, this is a cameo video for two great people named Checkers and Demony. Now, I honestly don't know. I know we're in the middle of all this Olympics controversy. Checkers and Demony, I don't know if you're a man or a woman, a he or a she. I know we're living in this crazy time. So if you're two guys, I want to say hi. I hope you have a cool summer. I hope you're doing great with the babes. And if you're women, I'm sure you're both two lovely women. So whoever you are, Checkers and Demony, I hope you're both doing very well. And by the way, I want to let you in on the little secret. You're the first to know. I am actually identifying as a woman now. I'm known as Edwina Deason. So from now on, you can call me Edwina. I'm going to get into the Olympics. I'm going to box a woman. I'm going to beat the crap out of her like that. No, I'm just, okay, let's not get political. All right, Checkers and Demony. I'm Eddie Deason. I played Mandark in Dexter's Laboratory. And I'm going to do a little Mandark voice for you. Now, I want to remind you, when I did Mandark in the mid-90s up to 2003, I was in my late 30s or 40s. I'm 67 now. I'm a little bit older. I can do the Mandark voice okay, but it's a little hard to do the laugh. But I want to do the laugh because what would Mandark be without the laugh? So I want to give you a laugh. I'm going to get a swig of water, and I will do a Mandark impression for you and give you the laugh. All right. All right. I'm a gargoyle, gargling. All right, here we go. Checkers and Demony. This is Mandark of Dexter's Laboratory. All right, Dexter, I'm going to take over your laboratory. Me, Mandark, the greatest genius in the history of science. Ah, the beautiful Dee Dee. Oh, I love you, Dee Dee. Won't you be my bride, Dee Dee? I'm going to get you, Dexter. I'm going to take over your laboratory if it's the last thing I do. Ha 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 ha. All right, after that, I'm sure you want a refund. Anyway, Checkers and Demony, you are two great people, man or woman, you're two great people, and that's what counts. It's the spirit that counts. It's not your body, it's who you are, and I'm sure you're both great guys or great women. Have a wonderful rest of the summer. Enjoy whatever you're doing, and I hope everything goes good for you. Have a great August. This is early August. Have a great rest of August. And that's about it. Take care, Checkers and Demony, and thank you for ordering this cameo video. This is Eddie Deason, a.k.a. Mandark, saying goodbye. Take care.
Hello, this is John Dilworth, and this video is especially for Checkers and his effort to celebrate 25 years of Courage the Cowardly Dog. And we are so pleased because this is a proud moment for all of us that worked on the cartoon, and that is almost 300 souls. I mean, more or less. But that's quite a number. And everybody collaborating under a fair and mild and inspired director. And the results show that we had, as Courage would say, love. Love for the things we do, for the people we love. And what more can we want from love and from our efforts but to let the sun shine in? Ah! Stay courageous.
Well, that's that. Cartoon Fridays is done, and I'm hitting the hay. I'm going to get some shut-eye past my bedtime.
Cartoon!